Hey everyone, Ben here. The sun is shining on the renewable energy sector. There's so many catalysts and so many tailwinds behind this industry right now, making it one of the hottest places to invest. So in this video, I'm going to reveal an up and coming IPO, which I personally am most likely going to be investing into. So stick around to the end of this video and I think you'll like what I've got for you. But before we dive in, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you wish to take things one step further, check out that first link in the description below to find out more about the VIP membership group. There you can gain access to exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, in addition to my entire investment portfolio. You'll also be around a great community and you can talk to me directly about your own investing and investing decisions. But with that being said, let's dive in. So firstly, why solar? Why the renewable energy industry? Well, there are so many catalysts and so many tailwinds behind this industry right now. From climate change, which people are starting to actually take serious now.
You're probably wondering why your ice cream went away. Well, Susie, the culprit isn't foreigners, it's global warming.
Global Wabu?
Yeah.
To all the government initiatives behind renewable energy. For example, Biden is now officially the US president. And although I don't get into politics on this channel, it's pretty clear that Biden is a major fan of renewable energy. For example, just as Joe Biden got into office, he signed a series of one-day executive orders, including a commitment to rejoin the US into the Paris Climate Agreement. Further, the president called for a clean energy plan for making the US carbon neutral by 2035. These are all major tailwinds behind the solar industry. And according to Wood Mackenzie, the number of solar installations has increased by 43% year over year from 2019. Now that is incredibly fast. And even looking at more conservative estimates for the solar industry, according to Allied Market Research, the global solar energy market was valued at $52.5 billion in 2018 and is projected to reach $223 billion by 2026. That's a compound annual growth rate of 20.5% over the next few years. Another major driver of this adoption of solar panels is that the cost of these panels and solar installations has decreased by over 70% over the last decade. For example, prices as of Q3 2020 are at their lowest levels in history across all market segments. For example, an average-sized residential system for solar has dropped from pre-incentive price of $40,000 in 2010 to roughly $20,000 today. This is why we've seen so much excitement and exuberance behind Tesla and its solar business. But to be honest, I think a company like this one I'm going to mention in this video could potentially partner with Tesla in the future. So what is this new IPO and what makes it so special? Well, the company is called Shoals Technologies Group. SHLS is the ticker symbol which has been proposed. Now this is an Oaktree capital-backed maker of components for ground-mounted solar energy products. I dived into the SEC filing for this company and I noticed something very interesting. So Shoals Technology increased its IPO by 57.5% earlier today on the 26th of January by increasing both the number of shares to 70 million up from 50 million initially, and the price range to $22 and $23, up from $19 and $21. So they aim to raise an estimated $1.58 billion, up from just $1 billion proposed previously. So Shoals Technology Group makes electrical balance systems, or EBOS, components for ground-mounted solar energy products. The company is also developing products for electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Both the solar energy and the EV industries are expected to flourish under the new Biden administration. First interesting thing about this company before we dive into exactly what this company does is let's look at the backing of this company, and that is Oaktree Capital Management. Now many of you guys may have seen me mention this guy before, but that is the great Howard Marks. He's widely known as one of the greatest investors of all time. The great investor Warren Buffett actually reads Howard Marks' investing memos all the time. He's an exceptional investor, and their company, Oaktree Capital, has backed Shoals Technologies. But that's not all. Oaktree's Power Opportunities Group has a strong track record of investing into successful companies in the energy industry. So these guys have specialist expertise in the green energy and renewable industry. So what does this company actually do? Because maybe you guys are a little bit confused right now, and I'm going to try and break it down really simply. So this company has basically developed a set of products which help to lower the cost of installation of these solar panels by changing it from a very complex way of installing the system to a more plug-and-play style system. So the company provides combiner boxes, inline fuses, wire harnesses, and other balance of system components. So Shoals has built an outstanding reputation for delivering high-quality, cost-effective solutions at scale. They are headquartered in Portland, Tennessee, and founded in 1996. So this is not a new company. These guys have been around for a very long time. The company has deployed over 25 gigawatts of BOS globally. This is this balance of system components. And Shoals was acquired in partnership with management in 2017. Now, my background, I am a former electrical engineer, but I didn't work in the solar industry. I worked on more building design, electrical design for buildings. You can really dive deep in and learn a lot about the different electrical components which go into making up a solar installation. Estimating market cap for the company would be $3.7 billion. I'll let you know later in this video if that is a good valuation or not. The company is expected to trade on the 27th of January 2021. That's when trading starts. So now let's dive into this SEC filing here for Shoals Technologies Group. This is what I find really interesting. We believe that approximately 54% of the solar energy generation capacity installed in the US during the 12-month period ending in September 2020 used at least one of our EBOS products. So basically, in every 1 and 2 solar installations in the US, you can find one of their products. So this means as the solar industry grows, so should their revenue. Now, EBOS components represent 6% of the total cost of the solar energy product, according to Wood Mackenzie. But the cost of labor to install them can be equal to or even greater than the cost of the components themselves. So I know this from being in this industry previously. Electrical engineers, electrical design engineers, it's so hard to find really good people in this industry with the right skills to install certain products. It's so difficult to find, and when you do find them, they can be quite expensive for a business.
Hey, wait, come back.
Well, look who decided to show.
You were supposed to be here 4 hours ago.
So the company manages to achieve this by using these simple plug-and-play connectors which don't require a licensed electrician to install. So that should save the business installing them on some cost. And even if they do want to hire a licensed electrician, which I recommend they probably should, his job easier, thus he can pass on those cost savings to the customer.
Here's a comment card. Please mail it in when I am done.
Just go to your boss?
No, it goes to me. I'm kind of a perfectionist.
So we believe our BLA costs less to install and is more reliable than any other solar EBOS system commercially available today. So that's this company's unique advantage. And their product also makes these solar installations a lot more energy efficient. So we believe the design of our interconnect harness and BLA reduces electrical resistance by approximately 43% when compared to the conventional home run system. So back to basics, low resistance in electrical wiring, electrical connections, reduces heat dissipation and thus improves the energy efficiency of the system. If you did find any value in this video at all, please give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. So over 280 major companies in the S&P 500 have pledged to source 100% of their energy from renewables as part of a new initiative introduced in 2020. But there's even more catalysts behind this stock. We have the acceleration and the deployment of solar energy storage systems. We've seen this with Tesla's Powerwall. Now, the interesting thing with this is solar energy products with battery storage require more EBOS components, which this company develops, than solar energy products without battery storage. So that's another tailwind behind this company. So the share of solar energy products that include battery energy storage will increase from 6% capacity installed in 2019 to 22% capacity installed in 2020, according to Wood Mackenzie. The company also has intellectual property and a trade secrets portfolio. So the company also plans to expand internationally. So we have recently expanded our international sales team and are developing entry plans for several new markets outside of the US, including Spain, Brazil, Germany, Italy, Portugal, Middle East, as well as expanding our existing presence in Australia. And then there's electric vehicle charging. So this is why I think this company could possibly partner with Tesla. They may even already be partnered with Tesla. I'm sure Tesla sources a lot of its components from many different companies. So many of our operations involved in installing electric vehicle chargers are similar to those involved in installing solar energy products and also require licensed electricians. So we expect to introduce new offerings for this rapidly growing market in late 2021. So that's new products coming online. Also, when existing components fail in solar installations, many of those have been replaced by this company's more robust products. So we have already sold products that were used to replace a competitor's, it says here on their SEC filing. Okay, so now let's dive into the juicy financials for this company. So $103 million in revenues they had in 2018. By 2019, $106 million. 2020, $136 million. So basically this company, I've calculated, they're experiencing a revenue growth currently, previously in the past, of around 30%, which is exceptional. The company is also profitable, which is a good sign to see. Okay, so now what about the valuation? So I've done a few different valuations for this company right now. So I've looked at approximate market cap of 3.7 billion from the data that I found. It might be different when the company does actually IPO. But this is just from the data that I found. Revenue over the last 12 months, $174 million. So that gives us a 21 on the price to sales. Now that is quite high, but that's looking at the previous price to sales, not the future projections. So if we do a conservative, now this is a conservative growth rate of 20% for the company. I think it could grow at least 40 to 50% per year personally. But if we do a conservative 20% growth rate, then we could expect $210 million by 2021 on the revenue. That's a price to sales of 17. $255 million by 2022. That's a price to sales of 14. And $310 million by 2023. That's a price to sales of 12. Now, this company could easily reach this $310 million mark by 2022, very, very easily. And that would be a price to sales of 12. So you're paying 12 times the company's sales. It's not too bad. It's not a software, extremely high margin business, which are the type of businesses I tend to like investing into, but still an interesting company in the solar space. There's so many tailwinds behind this company. And really, if you want to invest in the solar market, there's so many players out there. They're all selling similar stuff. Who do you choose to invest into? This company seems like they're basically selling the shovels for an up-and-coming gold rush. So if you guys want to know if I've bought this stock, all the other stocks on my watch list, my entire investment portfolio, exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, when I'm buying and selling stocks, then feel free to check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. And with that being said, if you're new around here and you still haven't subscribed, why not join the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you did find any value in this video at all, please give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. With that being said, I hope you guys have a tremendous day, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.